All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Megan. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who have been here, still subscribed to my channel over the past like 5 or so years, even though I really haven't been consistent with posting or posting anything. Thank you so much. I recognize all like 4,200 of you, and sometimes I watch those numbers and I see them going down and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not posting content, so it makes sense that I'm losing subscribers. But I'm really grateful for all of you that have been here through my time away, and all of the people who are new here. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. I'm Megan at Meandering.MeganB. You clicked on my name, so you know that. This year I am going to be hiking the HexaTrek, which I'm not going to be doing the full thing. My friend Byron, or Dardy Doss, some of you guys know him. He has a channel from the Appalachian Trail, and I are going to be starting here in just a few days or so. So I'm really excited to share this journey with you. The HexaTrek is in it's travels through France, it touches Switzerland, and the top of it is going to be like the German-French border. So you'll go down, we're going to hit Mont Blanc, go around Mont Blanc with some of our friends, and then continue on through the Alps. The trail itself goes all the way through the Pyrenees and touches Spain on the other side. However, we only have 90 days without getting a tourist visa in France. So, and that's with the, I'm probably saying it wrong, the Schengen agreement as a U.S. citizen. So we're going to be out there for about 90 days, and I'm really excited to take you along with this journey. It's about 962 miles or 1,549 or so kilometers that we're going to be hiking. So I'm really excited. The point of this video is to show you all of the gear that I'm going to be bringing along with me. I actually made a lighter pack list, which is something that I had done for the Appalachian Trail in 2021. And my base weight for that was about 17 or so pounds. And my base weight for this is about 12 and a half. So definitely cut some weight there. And I'm really excited to get started, really excited to just like get back on trail, get back into trail life, and start this hike along with Byron. So let's get into it. I have here the Gossamer Gear Mariposa 60. I carried this backpack on the Appalachian Trail again in 2021, and I loved the pack itself. I decided afterwards to try like a different pack, and it just didn't work for me, and my back and body has just gotten so accustomed to this pack that I don't see any reason in changing it. So I did order a new one last year for just a short hike that I had gone on. So this is the baby that I'm going to be bringing with me. I'm just going to kind of go through from the outside in everything I've got in here. So we'll start on the back of the pack. This pack itself came with a sit pad. It does have an internal stay that you can put in there or take out. I took it out, and I had originally a sleeping pad that I could fold up that added a little bit more structure in it, but I decided to go with a new sleeping pad, which I'll talk about in a little while. So that did take away from the structure, and unfortunately they do not make the internal stay for this size pack anymore because they've changed the construction of it a little bit. So I did keep the sit pad that it came with to hopefully add a little bit more structure. And that's just it's got little holes in it, so it's a little breathable. Hopefully it won't be too sweaty or too hot. So that's that. On the pack here, I've got this little clip. I will be carrying a DJI Osmo Pocket 2, which is what you are being recorded on right now. So I have this clamp. I don't know how much I'll use it. I really didn't use it, obviously, or I really didn't like need it all that much on the AT, but I figured there's going to be some really interesting like ladders and stuff we'll be climbing through, so it'll be nice to have a hands-free option for my camera. We've got hand sanitizer here. I have the Garmin InReach Mini 2, I believe. I had the original Garmin InReach, but it was really big for the AT, so I wanted something a little smaller. And while I'll have service a lot of the time, it's just nice to have that extra level of security. I paid for the SAR 100, so that's kind of like my backup insurance. God forbid I need help. I attached a water bottle holder on here. This is still the same one from the AT. I think it was something I got on Etsy. I'll be sure to tag that creator in the bottom of this video. We'll get this thing turned back around here. And of course, some hand sanitizer. We always need that. I did purchase the Zero shoes again. I had the black pair, and I loved them on the trail. They're super light. Eventually the Velcro did wear down, but that's something to be expected. So I got a purple color. It's my favorite color, so I was really excited about those. I'll have a journal this time around. I know that it's extra weight, but I have gotten pretty consistent with gratitude journaling in the morning, and so I just wanted to be able to write stuff down. I'll also be practicing yoga and hopefully recording a few yoga videos and teaching videos, so I'll put any of my sequencing information in there. We have a trowel, same trowel I used on the AT, so hopefully it's perfectly fine. This is pretty much just all of my bathroom kit in here right now. Toilet paper. A lot of people don't carry this much toilet paper, but you pack your fears, and I think I just fear not having toilet paper. So this is what I have. I probably don't need this much, so I might take a little bit out before I go. But then of course, feminine products. I right now have, this is just like a little tin canister. For the guys who don't want to hear this, you might want to skip ahead, but we're all human and women deal with this. So this is going to be for my used feminine products, and yeah, so I can just carry them out. We have a smart water bottle, which I don't necessarily need. I can always pick up some more, but I just figure it's good to go ahead and start with that. I am going to carry 2 forms of filtration. I have the Be Free water filter, and I also purchased, Byron got me onto this, the SteriPen Ultra. There is a place in, I think it's Severn, I'm probably saying it wrong, that has been written up. People are saying that they've gotten some kind of bacteria, or bacterial infection. So I'm going to bring a SteriPen with me this time, just in case. It's probably 4 ounces or so, maybe less than that, without the casing that it comes in. So I think that's really important to have. Onto this side, I have the Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch pad with a couple of gear ties on there. This is what I'll be practicing and teaching yoga on, and you can also put it underneath your sleeping pad to make sure that your pad doesn't slide around at night in your tent. So I'm really excited to be using that this time. I have got 10 steaks in here. There, I believe, are 9 groundhog, full-length steaks, as well as 4 mini groundhog steaks. That is for my tent that I'll talk about in just a little while. We also have the REI trekking poles. These are a little heavy, but they're the same ones that I've been using since the AT. I did have to get a new pair last year, but I don't have any issues with these. People like the carbon fiber because they're a lot lighter, but I fall a lot, I trip a lot, and I never broke one of these poles, so I think it was worth it just to stick with what I know and what I like. In here is the tent pole for my tent. I did go with a trekking pole tent this year, so wow, I just hit myself in the face. That's fun. I can use my trekking poles, but I don't feel confident enough in the wind that's there for me to get it in place right. And it's just easy. It's really light, and I don't mind it. I like it, especially since I'm no longer carrying a 2.5 pound tent. We move to the inside now. Let's take a look. So how I've loaded my pack is pretty much how it's going to be loaded on the trail. It just works for me. It's a good balance, so let's go through it. I have the Hilltop Packs food bag, and I got a custom picture on there. It's just a picture of me on the AT completing at Mount Katahdin, and it's just my favorite. They gifted it to me, and it was very, very cool. In my food bag, I have the Hyperlight Mountain Gear. It's just a cozy, so I can put ramen or potatoes or something in a bag and use this to rehydrate it. So I like that. I have 2, they're vegetarian just in case, but 2 freeze-dried meals. These are going to be my emergency meals for the first few days. When we get there, we're going to be able to go to a grocery store and resupply anything we need there. However, the first few days we'll be in and out of town, so I might just have to get me a pan au chocolat or a cafe latte or anything else that sparks my fancy at the time. I still have the same Sea to Summit cup, silicone cup. It's collapsible. It works for me. I do my coffee in it every day, sometimes twice a day. So really like that. Of course, instant coffee, the Starbucks Blonde. As much as I don't love to promote Starbucks, it's my favorite, and it's the best instant coffee that I found. So I stick with that. I still have the Jetboil Flash. It's the same one, again, that I ended up picking up on the AT. The Spark thing doesn't work that well to light it, but I will have a little mini lighter, which is something that I have to purchase when I get there. They also have a little bit different fuel in France, so I bought a little adapter that goes on the bottom so that I can just pop that into the fuel that they sell there. Bandana for cleaning, and just a few other things in here. I've got a long handle spoon, and my friend Emily, or Mona Lisa, that I hiked with on the AT, was really big into these salt stick fast chews. It's for electrolytes, and I saw those at REI, so I figured I'd pick up a few more just to have and see if I like them. And then whenever I went to New Zealand, I had actually met up with Byron and Dawn from the AT, and they had a chocolate milkshake, and I just had it left in my bag, so that'll be a nice little treat. And I've got an air tag in here. I don't expect to lose my food bag, but you never know, so it's nice to have. All right, moving on. Inside of my bag, I have the Z-Packs travel case. I just use it as a liner. Whenever I travel, I can take my entire pack and put it inside of this. Sometimes I have to break it down to get it to fit, but it's really nice. I can send it through the baggage claim and nothing falls out or gets lost or anything like that, so I really like it. I am working with the Z-Packs Ultiplex tent. This thing is like a pound. It's so light, and it was a bit of an expensive buy, but I've used it on a couple of shorter trips now, and I really actually do like it. It was kind of hard to get used to in the beginning because I had the Nemo Hornet 2-person, and I had a lot of space all around, and the way this tent sets up, it's kind of like triangular, so I've got enough room for myself and my stuff. It was just like a little bit of a getting used to period that it took, but I really like that. Moving on, I have purchased the Paca, which it's by Cedar Tree. Mona Lisa had this. It covers yourself and your pack, and it's long enough, it's breathable. I really think I'm going to enjoy having this. I'm bringing this in lieu of rain jacket and rain pants, so hopefully it'll be enough coverage to keep me warm, keep the rain off of me, and it's got like a little flat bill on the top so the rain doesn't run in your face. I really like that. On to electronics. I have 2 of the Hyperlight Zippies. This one is a 2-liter, and I bought a couple of these after hiking with Dawn. I really like them. They're super lightweight, and it was kind of a nice change from the other little pouches that I was carrying. So let's go through it. This is the case for the DJI that I'll be carrying, and it'll probably be in my Fanny pack, which I'll go through in just a little bit. I have a European charger, the Petzl headlamp. I had the one that weighs like 1 ounce, and I just really, I didn't feel like it was bright enough. I didn't really care for it. So this one is, you can put batteries in it, or it is rechargeable. So I think for this trip I might go the battery route just to have one less thing to charge. And it will be light over there a lot of the time, so I won't really need it, I don't think. I still have the Anchor power bank. I believe it was a 20,000 milliamp. Same thing from the Appalachian Trail. And I've got an extra plug, so with my European plug, I'll have 4 charging ports for all of my stuff so I can get it done quickly. This is going to be all of the adapters for my DJI. So I've got like a wide lens on here. I have the charger to plug into my phone, and I've got just like a SanDisk, because I have this time around a plug that does my micro SD card so that I can edit easily, and it goes directly into my phone, so I'm not downloading and re-downloading and putting it on another app, and hopefully this is going to make it a little more seamless. So that is all of that. And I have a iPhone power cord. I still have the 14, so it's the old power cord. I have the USB-C to be able to charge my GoPro, which I'm bringing, as well as my DJI Osmo. And I have the charger for my Garmin. And I think this is an extra USB-C, so I don't need 2 of those. I'll probably take one of them out. That is all of my electronics in this bag. So I'll also be bringing, along with my DJI, which I think I just said, I'll be bringing my GoPro 12. You can purchase a waterproof or rainproof cover for the DJI, but it's a little bit bulky and it's kind of hard to put on in the rain. So I'm bringing my GoPro to use in the rain and my DJI to use all of the other times, because I do love the stabilizer, and I just love the DJI. It's the same. I could have upgraded it, but I bought the same exact camera from before, and I just think it's a great camera. The next ditty bag that I have is going to be, oh, my feet are falling asleep, Toiletries here. I'll throw my sunglasses in my fanny pack. They're just hanging out in here. I braid my hair, so I have hair ties. Soap, it's Dr. Bronner's, so it's better for the environment should I need to like wash my face or anything, which I don't really care to do that. I'll just like wash away from the water. But I started using this Tower 28 spray. Not that this is a cosmetics campaign, but it has cleared most of the acne on my face, and you just get really dirty and gross out there, and sometimes you can't wash your face, you can't wash your body. So I like to use this to spray my face at night, as I won't be bringing wipes like I did last time. I've got the Ulta MD face sunscreen because it's going to be pretty bright out there, and I'm very fair, and honestly sunscreen is just where it's at. I know some people who have gotten melanoma, and just from being in the sun, being in tanning beds or whatever, so sunscreen every single day, whether you're in the sun or not. I got a hairbrush with a couple extra regular hair ties on there, my Tom's toothbrush, and I have this toothbrush. It's a little heavier than a travel toothbrush, and everybody likes to give me a hard time because when I was on the AT, I had one of those travel toothbrushes and I broke it in half. So I still might do that again. They're like, oh, you're breaking your toothbrush in half, but you're bringing a hairbrush. I'm like, you know what? Let me just live my life. So that is that for now. And that's it for those. I'm actually going to stop by CVS. I think all I have to do is buy some floss. That's the last thing I'm missing. So let's see what is next in this pack. I have my clothes bag. This is a lot more full than it's actually going to be because I've got my wearables in here too. So first off, I have a sun shirt. It's just an REI. It's got the hood on it. Again, just protecting my skin from the sun. I have the Patagonia baggy shorts. I just got these, and I got them before my last trip, and I love, they dry so fast. I can get in the water with them and then like put my sleep clothes and hang it up on my tent, and it's dry within like an hour. So I really love them. I have the Patagonia Barely bra. I watched Lauren's video, who also hiked the HexaTrek a couple years ago, I believe, or maybe even last year. And she really recommended this one. So that's the one that I purchased to give it a try. I have ex officio underwear and then one pair of the Patagonia. I haven't seen the Patagonia anywhere. I've been looking for them. They used to sell them at REI, but they stopped. So yeah, I'm going to give ex officio a try. I have a buff, and this is a merino wool long sleeve shirt. It's just going to be for sleep and maybe my yoga videos. So we'll see. I'm going to try and switch things up on those every now and then instead of wearing the same thing. I do have the merino smart wool. They're lightweight leggings to sleep in. And then I'll have 2 pair of hiking socks, which is a big thing for me. I normally bring 3 plus an extra pair of sleep socks. So I have 2 pair of Injinji toe liner socks, 2 pair of Darn Tough lightweight wool socks, and 1 pair of REI wool sleep socks. I still have my Dirty Girl gaiters. I like those for keeping like rocks and dirt and stuff out of the top of, or getting into the top of my shoe. This time I still have my pack towel. This goes on the outside. I use it for condensation in the tent or wiping my face off during the day, whatever. It's just multi-use, and I'll wash it as often as I can. I have the regular pack towel here. I know I'll be able to stay in refuges along the way, so I really wanted to be able to have a towel to dry off, and I don't mind carrying it. And then last but not least, I have the Enlightened Equipment Torrid jacket. This is the same one that I've been wearing for the past several years. It's never let me down. It still keeps me plenty warm, and if you're looking into a backpacking jacket, it honestly is worth the price. I think it's like $400. I don't know, that's what it was a few years ago. So definitely recommend this. And just a few more things here. I have the, I'm like, I don't even know what's in my bag right now. This is the Big Agnes Rapid SL insulated sleeping pad. I used to use a Sea to Summit one and I really liked it, but it was a little too thin for me. And this one I actually saw in the store with Emily, and when I was backpacking the Foothills Trail not long ago, and it has these, like, I'll show it to you on video, but it's got these like tubes on the outside that kind of keeps me from rolling off in the middle of the night. So I'm a big fan of it. It's super lightweight and I love it. And then this is the pump sack to blow that up, because I don't want to sit there and blow up my sleeping pad after hours and hours of hiking. So I also still have the same sun hat. I thought about switching to like a ball cap version, but honestly this one has treated me well. It's lightweight, it's North Face, and I really like it. So no need to get rid of something that does not there's nothing wrong with, honestly. I think there's so like a hype around buying all new gear all the time, every time you go out. And it's honestly so, your gear is so expensive, or at this point, my gear is so expensive that it will last me years. And if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So now I think I've finally settled on most of, my feet hurt so bad, most of the gear that I'll be using for a long while, I hope. This is the Hyperlight Mountain Gear Pod. It's a 9-liter. It fits my sleeping bag. I have a silk liner and a pillow in here. It's not meant to be a stuff sack, so I just got something that was a little bit, it does squeeze in there, but I'm not like shoving it in there, almost breaking the zippers. This is the Enlightened Equipment Quilt. It is a 20-degree down quilt. It's the one that I originally bought for the AT, and I just didn't feel like it kept me warm enough, but I also didn't actually know how to use it. So now I've learned how to use it. We've got a couple straps, a couple buttons, and I've got the draft collar on there so I can just cinch it up and keep all of that heat in, which this trail, I think I might only need that much warmth on a couple of days as we go through the Alps, so I think it will be just fine. Something I did change was I am bringing a pillow. Now, I have always just worn my puffy and folded up my melanzana, which I don't think I'll need on this trip, so I'm not going to bring it, and used it as a pillow, but I found that the last trip it just wasn't as comfortable, and so then I actually bought, I know I'm like talking about not buying things, but I needed a resolution, so I bought a stuff sack to put all of my clothes in and use as a pillow, but I'm not really going to have that many clothes, and I don't think it's going to work. So I did buy the Sea to Summit Arrows pillow. It's soft, it comes recommended, it's a regular size, so I'm going to give it a go and see how I like it. And last but not least, I have a silk liner. I don't normally sleep with a liner, but I was hiking with Dawn. She's like, oh yeah, I actually just put the liner over my sleeping pad, and then it's like I'm sleeping on a bed. It's very comfortable. It's like a sheet. So I'm going to give it a go and see how I like it on this trip. It's super light and I love it. It is the Cocoon, another REI buy. And that, I believe, is everything that is in my actual backpack. I will be carrying, again, a light AF fanny pack. I purchased a different one and it just wasn't the same. So this is going to be where I keep everything that I need throughout the day. So again, I have my GoPro Hero 12. I have my passport, my wallet and ID, and another AirTag in there just in case I lose it. Headphones, a pen, because, you know, international, you have to fill stuff out, or I'll use it for my journal, and some chapstick. And I think that is everything that I am bringing along with me. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to share the journey. I'm so grateful for you all being here. And something along, I mentioned I was going to be doing yoga videos, so I'll be posting my hiking videos just so that you know what to expect. I'll be posting my hiking videos with like a very short clip of what I'll be doing in a yoga video, and then do a separate yoga video in front of a castle or a mountain or a beautiful view. I am a registered yoga teacher. I completed that over this last winter, so I'm really excited to get to share that with you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you out there, and we'll see you on the trail.